Toddlers get a bad rap, but 2 doesn't have to be terrible if you have the right mindset and tools and tricks up your sleeve. The woman on a mission to transform toddlerhood is our guest today, right now on Maggie and the Moms. It's time for Maggie and the Moms. Sponsored by Tampa General Hospital. Welcome, everyone, and welcome to Devon Kuntzman, our guest today. She is a certified parenting coach. She is the founder of Transforming Toddlerhood, which has a community of more than 1 million parents online. And now she has put all that good information into this book, Transforming Toddlerhood: How to Handle Tantrums and Power Struggles and Raise Resilient Kids Without Losing Your Mind. An important point you made there, Devon. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
This is Deanna, our producer, at the helm today, as always, joining the conversation, even though our children are older.
Yes, we are past that stage.
I am going through the teen years, which is, you say, basically the same as toddlerhood, just a little later.
Mm-hmm. It's the second toddlerhood.
The second toddlerhood. Yours are you have a preteen now. So
yeah, tween. Yeah.
Starting, as you said, the
mood and the tude.
The mood and the tude. All right. And also, we remember what it was like to have a toddler. And it's true, Devon, which you have a toddler now, by the way.
I
Congratulations.
do. Thank you.
So I have to ask you, do you take your own advice with your 3-year-old?
Yes, I do. And I'm a human being. So there's always moments where things go sideways because no one can do this perfectly 100% of the time. It's just not even possible.
But it helps the more we learn. And that's what we're here to do today. So first of all, why do you think it is that toddlerhood gets such a bad rap? That everybody says, oh, terrible twos, good luck with that, etc.
Yeah, it's the first time that your child has their own opinion and their own agenda, and that agenda usually does not match up with our agenda. So there's a lot of power struggles, a lot of pushing against us, and we feel like we're losing control, which is true, and that feels really unsettling. So it has us say, okay, this developmental stage feels really terrible because things aren't going our way.
Exactly. But you say that the first thing we should do is change our thinking about that. And I like this because instead of looking at toddlerhood as something to survive, how do we change our thinking to make it something that we maybe even appreciate, if not love?
Yes. Well, the thing is that toddlers have very immature brains. And once we know that all of their behavior is communication and it's communicating their feelings, emotions, needs, sensory needs, developmental needs, then things get easier because we stop saying this behavior is so bad and we say, oh, my child's having a hard time. What do they need? What are they trying to tell us? And so we're more likely to respond in a more calm and curious and connected way versus if we look at the behavior as bad and then we feel like we can't control them, we're going to respond in a more frustrated way and things are going to get harder. And then we miss all those beautiful moments that make toddlerhood, dare I say, magical, like all the first your child has or how they live in the present moment and they don't hold a grudge and they're just so giving and loving without expecting anything in return unless, you know, they want a cookie or something.
Yes. And then they throw tantrums.
Right.
And then you have, okay, so that brings us to the next topic of discipline. I don't know about you, Deanna, but how did you handle when your girls were little? Were you the timeout mom? Did you send them on timeouts?
I did. I would do the timeouts, but I don't know how effective they were. I think I just tried to handle the situation in the room, in the moment, you know, not yell, definitely not spank, and just try to meet them where they were. I think if adults put themselves in the mind of a toddler and tell me if I'm wrong, like I think about it as if I were trying to talk somebody as an adult who was speaking a foreign language and I couldn't communicate with them, what would I do? I would probably flail around and have an issue too. So I tried to put myself in their shoes. But again, you get frustrated because you're tired.
Yeah, it's so exhausting. We're physically, mentally, emotionally exhausted. And sometimes we even are maybe have a baby and a toddler and times are tough at that point. But what you're saying is so true because we don't remember what it was like to be a toddler and what it's like to have all of these thoughts and feelings and emotions, but not have the skills to handle them or the communication skills to say exactly what you need. So you have to use the thing that's going to be most effective, which for most toddlers is the yelling, the screaming, the crying, the hitting, the demands, because it gets our attention. And that's what they're trying to do, is say, hey, I'm struggling here.
How do you, it's so hard to stay calm when you're in that state. So, but you have to, to your point, get yourself together, because you're also modeling behavior for them. So how do you stay calm?
Yeah, this is so important. The first thing is the mindset shift we just talked about, which is realizing that they're not doing this to you, that they're having a hard time, and they're not doing this on purpose. Then what I tell everyone is we want to create safety, because when we create physical safety, meaning that our child's not hitting us or about to be injured in some way, we can tell our brains, hey, this is not an emergency. I'm safe, my child's safe. And then we can start to ground ourselves, whether that's like, taking some deep breaths, closing our eyes, going outside, smelling some essential oil, whatever you can do to ground yourself, blowing bubbles. Sometimes that lightens the mood for everyone. But basically, we don't want to give in that sense of urgency, because that's just our stress response, even though we think we have to deal with this behavior right now.
Right.
But if you feel that sense of urgency, likely you just need to make sure everyone's physically safe, and then ground yourself.
So the
and
sense
deal
of
with it
urgency,
later.
unless it is genuinely an emergency, is not a good thing. It should be a red flag that kind of tells you, okay, you got to go and calm down.
Exactly.
What do you think about the flip side? Some people will just ignore it. They will let their kid flail about on the floor and then pretend like nothing is happening. Do you think that's extreme?
Well, so things tend to go better when kids see us, when we see kids, right? When kids know that we see them. The thing is that if we completely ignore them, they're going to get louder and louder, because they're, again, doing this because they're trying to communicate. All behavior is communication. Now, they're not communicating in a way that's maybe appropriate for us adults, but it's developmentally appropriate for them. And so if we ignore them, oftentimes it'll escalate, or it'll teach them just to shove it down to get our attention again. That being said, you don't want to go over too far the other direction where you're like, oh, wait, baby. Oh, well, tell me. Oh, what is it? We don't want to like jump on their emotional roller coaster. So I always say the recipe for healthy, effective discipline is create connection, set limits and follow through, and teach skills. When we do a little bit of all of that and stay grounded, neutral as we can, then things tend to go better. We're not going too far either direction.
Setting limits and following through. Can you explain what that means? Give us examples.
Yes. So an example that I actually used, I was teaching a workshop yesterday. Say you have a toddler and you have a dog, and the dog's water dish is right there. And toddlers love water. They love playing, sensory play, experimenting.
Going.
Oh, yes. They're going to go, they're like touching the water. It's going everywhere. And you might look at that on the surface and say, oh, that's so bad. They shouldn't do that. They know better. But they're excited to explore. So in that moment, you want to say something like, oh, looks like you want to play with water. The dog's water stays in the bowl. That's setting the limit. And then you say, where could we play with water? Let's wash these dishes. Let's take a bath. Let's go outside and play in your water table. So you try to find ways to meet the need within the boundaries. But say they keep going back to the water dish. That's when you say you have to follow through, and you say, I know you want to play with water, and this is not the water we're playing with. This stays here, and you physically move them away, or you move the water away. Because if we sit there waiting for our young children to follow through on their own, we're going to be waiting a long time. We're going to get really frustrated because they don't have the impulse control to stop themselves in that moment.
So what if they're like somewhere in public playing with water or whatever, and you say what you just suggested, and they insist, I want to play with the water, and then it turns into a toddler tantrum. What to do then? We're going to talk about that topic and more right after this short break. Stick around. Devon Kuntzman, the author of Transforming Toddlerhood, out now. Be sure to pick it up if you're a toddler parent, or if you're in any stage of parenting. It has universal advice for raising children, and we're talking specifically about discipline, and something that you hope is unique to toddlerhood and doesn't, go on, is tantrums. When they throw those tantrums, like we have all either experienced it or seen it at the grocery store, this kid is melting down and the parent does not know what to do. I have seen parents handle it in all sorts of ways. what is, in your opinion, the best way to handle a tantrum?
Yes. Well, I want to start before we get to the tantrum is we oftentimes forget to set the expectation of what's going to happen when we go somewhere, because in our brains we're like, oh, we know what we're doing here. But toddlers don't have a lot of life experience. So you want to talk to them about what they're going to do and then what's going to happen there. And then you want to make sure they're not hungry. Because if you're going into it with their needs not met, their basic needs, it's going to
Is a lot
go
of this
downhill.
hunger? Is a lot of
I
the toddler
wonder
tantrum
too.
thing hunger?
My
Yes.
tantrums are usually about hunger.
Oh my! I
me
get hangry
too.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yes. And so that's why you just want to make sure your child's basic needs are met and they have an understanding of what's going to happen. Now, that doesn't mean they're perfectly going to follow through, but it's going to help.
Okay, so
Yes.
whenever you're going anywhere with a toddler, set them up for success.
Yes. Yes. Bring a toy for them to play with in the cart. Make sure they're not hungry. Let them know what's going to happen and what you're going to do. However, sometimes there's still going to be a tantrum. So let's
Yes.
talk about that. In that moment, remember, this is not your child being bad. It's them having an emotional release. They are offloading those feelings and emotions. It's emotional poop, I like to call it.
Emotional
poop.
trademark.
Right? Got to get it like out. And so what you want to do, less is more. You want to stay calm. You want to make sure they're safe. And you just want to take deep breaths and try to share your calm with them. Let them have their emotional poop so they can come back to their emotional equilibrium. Sometimes that can feel really hard when eyes are on us. So maybe there's a more private place you can go, like a Target, maybe to like a dressing room. Maybe you actually need to just leave your cart at the door, leave for a few minutes, and then come back in. Fresh air can always help everyone. But know that every child has tantrums. It's developmentally normal. And it's important to stay consistent and follow through on the limit that you set, because when you backpedal, your child logs that as, oh, when I do this, this happens. That means the tantrum's probably going to be bigger next time.
So many times, your instinct is to just get them to be quiet because you're so embarrassed.
Yes.
And I think it's really hard to stop yourself. You can't make it about, oh, what is everybody thinking? What kind of parent does this make me? I think we make it too much about ourselves in that moment and therefore go on to handle it in maybe not the best ways.
Yeah, and I always say in these moments, we are our own worst critic, right? Because we're thinking about how we're failing in that moment. Then we think other people must be judging us. And just let me say, if anyone is judging you for having a toddler that's melting down, that's on them.
You're
because
right.
this is they're just triggered from their own past experiences. That is not on you and your child. It is okay to normalize toddlers being toddlers out in public, which means they don't have control of their feelings and emotions all the time. And that is okay.
Yeah.
Your toddler's not bad and you're not bad as a parent.
I really liked it when you gave us the script for the dog bowl thing.
Yeah.
And not that I want a script for every possible situation, but can you give us an example of how you might de-escalate a tantrum?
Absolutely. So just thinking of my son where he really wanted another mango bar and he's like so upset. And I said, no, we're not having another mango bar. And so he's pounding on the pantry door. I get in front of the pantry door and I say, I know, that's really upsetting. That's so frustrating. You're really upset about
And
that.
what's he doing as you're saying this again?
He's crying.
He's crying.
He's
and
trying
and
to
you're
like
saying
get
this in a
around
calm
me.
voice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And I might not say all of those things. I might pause in
Yeah.
between, see how he responds. But sometimes kids will say, yeah, or they're still really upset. So then what did I do? I walked away, because when children see that you're going to move forward, when I stayed by that pantry door, he still thought there's a hope. There is a little hope that she might get in there and get that other mango bar for me. But I walked away. I turned on some music. I got out his train and I started playing. 30 seconds later, he's on the floor beside me playing and wiping his tears away. So less is more during a tantrum, but if we can just give them a little bit of empathy, like that's so upsetting. I know
Empathy
it's frustrating.
first.
And then just keep yourself grounded and calm. Find a way to move forward. Your child will usually follow your lead.
I love that.
But what happens when, I mean, in an ideal world, we have the time, we have the mental acuity to extrapolate everything and think about everything in the moment. But most of us are dealing with a million things. And like you said, like you may have a toddler and you may have an infant. You may have I had two toddlers.
Yep.
And you don't know what to do. So you want to get, your inclination is to either yell or do something that isn't the best. So when you're dealing with a tantrum or you're dealing with a toddler who's about to have a tantrum and you know your brain is there, what are the ways you're supposed to handle it?
Yeah. Well, that is the hardest part of parenting, is like doing that inner work and talking ourselves off of that ledge. And the less resourced we are, the less we're able to take care of ourselves, the more we're teetering on that edge, and then the smallest thing can push us over.
Yeah.
So it's important to just recognize that that's where you're at. That doesn't make you a bad parent. It's just where you're at. And then actively look for little moments throughout the day to do something for yourself, even if it's for 2 minutes. You know, it might be just like washing your face. It might be getting some water. It might be doing a stretch, something like this, asking for support. All of these things will resource us more. But in the moment, we have to just keep reminding ourselves, this is not my child giving me a hard time. This is my child having a hard time. And when we can make it less about us, and we can stop the narrative that either the child is bad or we're bad, then we're going to be less likely to explode when this is happening. And also, it's good to have like these loop noise reducing little earplugs that if your nervous system is fried and you have kids that are screaming and yelling a lot, you can put those in to just soften the noise, and that can also help regulate the nervous system. I'm not saying you're like blocking out your kids, but it's like takes it down a few decibels and allows our nervous system some space to really breathe, which can be so helpful.
So helpful. And I think that that's great, but inevitably we will yell sometimes.
For sure.
If it does get to that point, Devon, how can we get back on track? Because we've all been there.
Yeah, we're human beings, and it's going to happen. Even myself, I sometimes lose my patience with my son, and I would say I lose my patience with my husband more than my son. That's where, I've done a lot of work around like the parenting
this is advice
part,
for any yelling that goes on in the house.
Any yelling, any relationship.
Yes, please. I need this.
Yes. So what you can do is repair the relationship. And so the way that we do this, it's a little 4-step process that I created, which is take ownership. You might say something like, I yelled. I was feeling frustrated. I lost control and I yelled. And then you might say, how was that for you? And then your child, if they're little, they might not say anything. If they're a little bit little, they might say, I don't like it, or mean. And if you have an older child, like a tween or a teen, they might, really tell you what they think. And then you repeat back what they say. I hear you saying, oh, you validate it. Doesn't mean you have to agree. Just means you see them and you hear them. Then step 3, you apologize. I'm sorry for yelling.
Not, I'm sorry you feel that way. Right?
I'm sorry for yelling.
That sounds like something you said to your husband.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry for yelling. But the most important step is step 4, which is the redo. You say, next time this happens, I'm going to whatever you're going to do. Then you practice it right there, because that's how you change the neural pathways and connections in your brain to create new habits. And this is what teaches your child. You being vulnerable, you sometimes messing up, is modeling to your child that you don't have to be perfect to be a good person, and you can always clean up your mess.
Have a redo.
Yeah.
I like that. I'd like to talk about power struggles, because that's something that is so common between parents and children, but especially in the toddler years. Why is that?
Yeah, because toddlers, their whole job is to become their own person. That's what they're trying to do, is to realize that I'm no longer an extension of my parents and caregivers, because that's how babies relate to their parents and caregivers. I'm my own person. I have impact on the world. So they want to do their own thing to show I'm my own person. So we get locked in a lot of power struggles like this. But I always say it takes 2 people to be in a power struggle. And if you're waiting for your toddler to say, oh, just kidding, I'm not going to, no, I'm sorry, let me just come out. No, they're not going to do that. We have to be the one to do that, but we don't want to do it in a way where we're just saying, fine, do what you want. I don't care. I'm over this, you know, because then that's not helping anyone out. That's making parenting harder for us in the future and giving our kids too much power.
Exactly.
So that's when you might say something like, what's your plan? So now your child feels seen and heard, and they might have a reason they're trying to do this, and you can take it into consideration. You don't have to agree or do it, but now you're getting connection. Connection's the first step to cooperation. Or you might say, when you blank, 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 when you go brush your teeth or when you get dressed, then we will go outside, read a book, whatever your child's looking forward to doing. And then you hold that limit. When they try to follow you, say, oh, you want to go read a book? I know, me too. When we get dressed, we'll read that book. Let's go get dressed. What are we wearing? And so we use tools like this that help us get to the end result without being stuck in the power struggle.
You know what I'm hearing here, honestly, is that we need to start talking to our children, but really our toddlers like they're fully formed, because a lot of people like reduce their toddlers to nothing, like they're still babies. You're having full conversations that require a question and answer, a response that says you're a fully formed human being.
Yes. And if you have a 1 and 2 year old, they might not fully respond back, but receptive language develops before expressive language. So they're going to understand this. And so it's just building those skills. It's all about skill building. There's a skill deficit. And if we treat them like they're babies, how are they going to build the skills? I actually get very frustrated online. There's so many people who are like, toddlers don't understand this. They can't understand that. I'm like, actually, they understand so much. They're just not able to follow through, and they need our help.
But even if they don't understand, you're modeling a behavior that's for their future.
Yes.
Exactly.
So they're learning.
They're learning
Every moment.
and they're learning from everything that we do, everything that we say. And there are some things that we say that we may think are helpful, such as good job, but actually it may not be. And we'll talk to Devon about that after this short break. But before you all go, we are so happy to have Devon Kuntzman here with us for some final words of advice regarding toddlers. This was so interesting from your book, Transforming Toddlerhood. One of the things you say is that telling a child, a toddler, good job when they do something may not be, even though it sounds like it's praise, like you're affirming what they did. Like it seems positive to me in every way. Why do you say those may not be the best words to use?
Yes. So it's not that it's bad or wrong to use it, but it might not get you to the outcome that you're looking for. Usually we're saying this because we want our kids to be more resilient and to feel confident. But if we're constantly saying good job, we're actually praising the outcome, not the effort. So we're kind of putting kids into a box that's like more performative, or, you have to do this to have, done a good job, where what if they're trying, but they don't quite get there? That's why we want to praise the process instead of the outcome. And we want to give specific feedback, because what does good job really mean? What we want to say is, thanks for putting your plate in the dishwasher. Great job pumping your legs. Now you're swinging. So we're giving them real feedback that they can internalize and understand and build skills from.
What do you think? Because I love the topic of raising self-sufficient and confident children. If you are those two things, you're good, you're golden, and grateful.
Yes.
Gratitude matters too. If you could give us a prescription, because you've been researching this for a long time, working with parents for a long time, and now you're a mom yourself.
Yeah, I would say one of the biggest things is don't minimize your child's feelings and emotions. If something that seems like nothing to us is really big to your child, so don't say you're fine, don't worry about it. Meet them where they're at, get curious and help them through it, and then give your child opportunities to practice. It's better for kids to practice skills, whether it's physical or social emotional ones, with us, make the mistake, fail. We help teach them and pick them back up. So then they have those skills develop for when they're out in the real world.
That's what childhood is for, and that's what parenting is for.
It is.
Speak to this notion of gratitude, because if you're grateful for what you have in your life, then you're going to have a happy life. How do you start to instill that when they're little?
So the best way and the easiest way is modeling, by just saying to your child, I had a great day with you, or thanks for going to the store with me. Thanks for playing with me today. If you played something with your child, showing them, delighting in your child, showing them that you're grateful for them, and modeling this in your other relationships is what sets the family culture, and kids just follow suit.
What about parents who try to force, and we talked about this earlier on Daytime, our TV show, who try to force their children to be grateful? Say thank you right now. You know, we've all done that.
Well, some kids do need a prompt, right? Because they forget. But if you're like really forcing them in the moment, it becomes more about people pleasing, so they can go off and do whatever they were trying to do instead of true gratitude. So you want to practice that skill in the calm moments, through play, through books, and then so then your child knows what to do in the moment, and realizing that every child is going to show gratitude differently. It might not be thank you. It might be a hug, a high five, a wave, drawing a picture. There's so many ways kids can show appreciation.
That's a really
so
good
think
point.
outside the
Isn't it?
box.
Because shy kids sometimes don't.
Exactly.
They don't want to say
Exactly.
thank you to an
Right.
adult.
There's so many ways your child can express it. So get to know your child and how you can support them.
So many words of wisdom from Devon Kuntzman today. Thank you. And all of her wisdom, all of her insight, all of her research is in her book, which is just out, Transforming Toddlerhood. Pick it up. It is so good. I wish I had had this, but I joke that I'm glad I have it now because, as I mentioned, this is good not just for toddlers. It's great advice for all parents. Devon, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching and listening to Maggie and the Moms. Until next time.